To wish everyone a good Shabbos as we approach the end of the first week of the Vad. One thing which we've certainly learned is that there's a tremendous cheshek for avoda, tremendous cheshek for Aliya, and really even just knowing that there's a significant number of other people who have a cheshek and Aliya want to be ola together is a tremendous toelis to start with. We've gotten a lot of feedback of the desire for a vaadba Aliya. We'll see. I'd like to get more feedback from you guys, from you, to see if this is the format which is the best. If not, we can switch to a different format. But feedback from the guys in terms of what will be most toelis for you. We really came to the end of the first week when we're dealing with Aliya, which we're going to continue next week. It's an abstract idea, so I'd like to focus in again, just take that abstract idea and focus in at least on a few issues l'maaseh. The most basic concept of Aliya and the most difficult concept, usually when you leave yeshiva, is setting aside time for Aliya. And because of that, it's important to realize that even just the minimal aspect of davening for Aliya 3 times a day has a tremendous effect on having the mindset of being a ben Aliya. That 3 times a day in your tefillah, you add in a bakasha for 2 things. The zehirus aspect, the aspect of being more sensitive, more aware of areas that you can be ola, areas that you can be mashlim. That you're mispalel, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu give you the eyes and the sensitivity, that when you walk into a situation, you're able to say, at least what's the area which I could do better in? What's the area which I'm doing okay in, but I could do at a higher level, with a greater level of shleimus? Or what's an area which has tended to be muznach, has tended to be sitting on the side, and I really haven't invested enough effort into it. So number one, just to daven to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that 3 times a day, either in Elokai Netzor or Shema Kulenu, it takes no extra time. But number one, it helps our tefillah when we daven for something specifically, and it helps build the sense that we are ben Aliya. Okay, every ben Aliya, every single day of his life, all the time, has something specific which he's asking for. Okay, right now this week, what we're asking for is the fact that we have the sensitivity to be a ben Aliya, and that we have time and effort to be able to think about areas of growth. The second aspect which we're mispalel for is the aspect of zrizus, which I point to, is not only that we're mispalel not only for the eyes and sensitivity to see areas which we can advance in and become better and do a little bit better, but we also are mispalel for the chachma, for the bina. Okay, and we can add this into achan tachon and la'adam das, for the bina of finding the way that I can develop in that specific area. Obviously, that's a little bit more challenging by something abstract like this avoda. The next avoda, Mir Hashem, which we'll be doing, not this coming week, but the week after, will be kavana b'tefillah. That's more focused, more specific. But here, at least, that we add in the tefillah bakasha, that we have the das, not only that we see areas which we can be mashlim, but also that we have the das and the patience to actually work on it. The most basic yesod in working on things is that we work on things with tiny, tiny, tiny steps. If we work on things with tiny steps which are so tiny that we're convinced that they're too easy to do, those are exactly the tipos which Rabbi Akiva talks about, which are mashpia on the even and make an impression forever. The big steps are steps which can be mashpia for a certain amount of time, but not necessarily for l'tach, something which Rav Lopiansky obviously had mentioned. Anyway, in Mirz Hashem, you should have a great Shabbos. You should have a wonderful Tu B'Shvat. And in Mirz Hashem, I'm looking forward to another week of growth. I'm looking forward also to feedback, not just feedback that you're enjoying the Vad, but feedback on areas that we can make the Vad better, and also whenever you get a chance to add in a small Mari Makom, or a small ha'ara, or things which are challenging, or eitzos which you've had, tremendous. Okay? Be'ezrat Hashem, shenaleh, maila v'maila, and together. Kol tov, have a good Shabbos.